Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. Okay, so in this video, I wanted to talk about suicide. I wanted to go more into the subject of suicide because when I was in my 2 depressions and I was at that point of suicide, I just remember the feelings of not being good enough. That was what was overwhelming me in every way, that, you know, I didn't have a place in the world. I didn't know where I fit in. I just didn't belong anywhere in those 2 moments of my life. And the second one was more, I don't see the point to my life. You know, there was just no reason for me to be here at all. I couldn't think at the time. You know, I knew that if I wasn't here, life would just move on and I would just be this little blip, you know. It wouldn't have made that much of an effect in anyone's life. But both times I just remember feeling that I just wasn't good enough. And I want to know today, you know, if you're in that place where you're thinking about it, you know, you're thinking about death and you're thinking that that's the best decision for you at the moment, you know, I want you to go back, just rewind just a little bit, go through your life, go through what you've been through, and try and work out how it is that you've got to this point in your life. You know, do you feel that your parents, or maybe one parent, because for me it was one parent to start with, you know, that I felt unwanted by this parent. So, you know, have your parents or the grown-ups in your life, have they treated you in a way that makes you feel, you know, that you're not worthy of love, that you don't deserve love, that you're not good enough in any way? Doesn't matter what that way may be. You know, if you don't behave in a certain way, if you don't live in a certain way, that they won't accept you. Because at the end of the day, that's all any of us ever want, is to be accepted. We want to be seen for who we really are, not who we're pretending to be to please others, but for who we really are inside. You know, because many of us will go through parts of our lives and we're pretending we're something. And that's just to fit in. It's just to be accepted by those around us, the ones that matter to us at the time. You know? But at the same time, I want you to think about that. Are you pretending to be something that you're not? Just to be accepted, just so that others will approve of who you are. You know, but you're living a lie. And that makes it even harder. It makes it more difficult to get through life when you can't just be yourself. You know? So, you know, I challenge you today to look around. Look around, because there are others just like you, feeling just like you, that have been through exactly the same and are struggling with this feeling of, you know, they're not good enough. They don't deserve to be loved. They don't deserve to be here. Or all these thoughts. Well, what's the point? What am I even here for? You know? But what if, let me put it to you, what if you standing out and being who you really are will give others the courage to do the same? Others that are going through the same as you. Because it only takes one to step up and say, this is who I am. And others will follow. Because they're too afraid to be who they are. You know, because they're going to be shunned. They're going to be discriminated against. They're going to be disapproved of. Just like you. But if you just step out from where you are right now, and step out and you look, you really open your eyes and look, you will find others Others that may have been through things more traumatic than you, harder even still to recover from. It doesn't matter if it's the same, if it's worse, they're all feeling the same as you. That they can't be who they really, really are. And if you get together as a group, if there's a few of you, and you can see each other for who you really are, it just starts there. Others will follow. Others will follow you to be brave enough, because it takes a certain courage to step up and say, I'm not the same. I'm sorry, but I'm not the same. It does. It's really hard to be the one that steps on the side, or you're watching everyone else following, all following the rules, all following and fitting in and doing what they need to do to be approved of. It's very hard to stand on the side and say, no, I'm not doing that anymore, because that doesn't make me happy. I don't want to be that anymore. But once you find others the same, once you find those people, you get strength from that, knowing that you're not alone, knowing that there are others feeling the same, going through the same. You can join hands and support each other. Because like I've said in so many of these videos, we're here to connect. And when we don't, when we feel the most disconnected, that's when we start to hit these lows in our life, of not wanting to be here, because there's no point. There's no point. You need to connect, and it may not be to the people around you, because they may not understand what you're going through. That's the truth of it. They may not understand what you're going through at all. You won't be able to connect to them, and that's fine. You don't need to. The connection doesn't need to be to them. It can be to anyone else. Okay, my darlings, so find others, and through, that connection, you can give your love to each other, give your support, and accept each other as you are. That's all we want, is to be accepted, to be seen for who we really are. All right? Okay, well, thanks for watching. Remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages, because you never know, that next message might be the most important one. All right, my darlings. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.